Hey gang, so today we're looking at something sent by Lautie. It's the X-Lock 2.0 Spy Wars series in Zerk and stainless steel. So this is a kind of a one-click pony. Joke? No, but okay, terrible joke. But really, this only does one thing. It clicks. But I will say, it does a really good job at it. Let's get this on the camera and have a look. We're gonna take it apart. We're gonna see what makes it click. At some point, I will stop using that joke, but it just works for everything. All right, it's the X-Lock's 2.0 Spy Wars series. Let's go. Okay, here we go with the X-Lock. Now, this is a very simple fidget. It does one thing. That's it. But the ergonomics of this one really kind of lend itself to doing this well. I've reviewed other fidgets similar to this and have not been a fan of the way they've worked for whatever reason. But there is something about the ergonomics in this one that I do find is good. I find it a little tight though. I think if I had one wish, it would be to lower the friction on this, because it does get a little hard to snap. There is a bit of like a struggle to it. So that would be my one wish with this, is to weaken it, because I do find it a little strong. All right, let's open this up and have a look. This is all Zerk, and we can see that right here. The nice thing about Zerk is you typically get a stamp of the metal. We'll have a closer look at this plate when we open this up. So let's take a look here. We'll just start with any side. Okay, and we'll do the other side. I am usually pretty adept. There we go. I'm taking these out. All right, so we have both sides off now. So with both sides off, this helps us kind of get a better idea of what's happening here. So we have this locking bar. And the locking bar, this little pin, helps us slide this piece comes right off. Now, what I don't know yet is what's going to happen to this magnet as it rolls across these other magnets. So I'm going to cover it with my thumb, just in case. And nothing. There's just a magnet on each side, and this magnet kind of slides along here, and then this little locking post in here keeps everything together. Like it prevents this from, prevents the arm from sliding too far. And you can see that this pin, let's take this out, this little pin goes along this groove here. Let's see if I can get that a little. So there's this groove right in here, and that's where the pin slides. And then it stops about here. So it just kind of prevents it from going too far. Now you see right away the magnet just kind of caught it and pulled it out. Now is there polarity? There is. So I do feel a bit of a weird polarity pull on here, and I don't know if that's... I don't think that matters. It could just be... every once in a while, there's just something weird that happens, but I don't know if there's a proper side up and side down. Like this first... There is a reverse... Oh, I see. Okay, I gotcha. So it does matter. So the way this works is this magnet is attracted to this magnet and the last magnet, but the middle magnet is a reverse polarity, which causes it to jump. So see, here is attached, and then as I move, it hops over that middle one because that's reverse polarity. Now, you will know if you've put this on incorrectly if when you flip it, it fights. It should not fight when you slide on, because what's happening if it fights, that means this magnet is being repulsed by this magnet, by the first magnet. So you can't actually slide it forward easily. You can force it to jump to the middle magnet, which is the proper polarity when this is reversed. So just keep that in mind. If you try to push it, if you try to put it on and it's resisting, it's the wrong way. Flip it over, and then it'll snap right into place. You can see that right away. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. And I mean, then we have this other side that's basically the same thing. There's no need to take this whole thing apart. We've still got the same kind of magnets. What we are looking at in here is a, well, you know what? I guess we could just open it up to look at it, although it's going to be the identical. It's the same amount of magnets here. It's going to be the same thing along here. I'll take off, well, no, we're good. Well, you know what? Let's confirm it. Why do I always do this to myself? Okay. So I know the small pin goes here. We're going to take this guy apart. Now this one might be a bit trickier because I can't slide this this main thing out of the way to be able to push from underneath to get this little tag off. So I'm hoping I can just do that with my fingers. Ooh, that's a tricky one. This is tough to get into. Let's see what I can do. Maybe like an Allen key here. It's got the right kind of bend to it. There we go. Okay, so here we have another post that is doing the same thing. We have same magnets down there. So it's literally the identical setup. It's just this, but now it's on that side. And this post runs through and connects the same way this post does this, right? We have this post here doing the exact same thing. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right. Get this back in. And this one. And then we can just start putting the whole thing back together. So the first thing we do is we want to put our middle post. That's our stopper. So you can see the little stopper post that prevents this from moving too far. And once we have this in, now you can also see my fingers. There is grease in here on these posts. Once we have this in place, we can just put our little stopper pin in here, and that prevents this from extending beyond our main kind of magnet area. And then once they're in, now just making sure I have these aligned. And then we'll do the other side. So this is built really well. And I mean, most things by Lautie are built well. It's built pretty strong, nice and solid. I will say this, again, goes into that category of car fidgets. The only thing I would consider doing is swapping the magnets out maybe for weaker magnets, because it's a little tight. I'd love it if it was just a touch weaker. But overall, it does what it does well. It doesn't do much. You know, you might get bored with it. It's one of those things where this is a very specific fidgeter, somebody who just likes constant clicking. It's also loud. So this is not something that I would be using on the couch beside my wife or walking around in public, unless I just didn't care about annoying people. So, you know, something to consider, but it is well built. It's a great design. So it may not be for everybody. Totally get that. Sometimes it's not for me. But it is, again, it's a fun car fidget. All right, gang, so that's the X-Lock, and remember that if it is something that you think you'd like to add to your collection, just go to Lautie, pick it up, and using the code gets you nothing, but it does get me a couple of bucks from the sale. So if you use that, thank you so much. All right, gang, thanks for watching.